Good morning and welcome to AGORACOM Small Cap Stock News TV. It's Tuesday, November the 19th, 2013. I've gone through my morning routine of going through a bunch of companies' news to find the best of those, and then I'll hopefully find the ones that are worth you doing your homework on, and ultimately find some investment winners in there. I'm Alan Barry Labucan. I'm the Chief Market Commentator for AGORACOM. And today I've got 5 news releases to talk about. We're going to try and keep this to around a 10-minute show, so we'll get right to it. The first company I wanted to talk about today is Premier Gold Mines. Premier Gold Mines had kind of a dual news release from their Cove project in Eureka Battle Mountain Trend of Nevada. They had some drill results, including, they found a new polymetallic discovery north of the historic Cove mine. They call it their C and D zone. They hit 1.23 grams per ton gold, 366.97 grams per ton silver, 2.70% zinc, and 3.28% lead across 4.6 meters in one hole. They had another hole with 4.50 grams per ton gold, 195 grams of silver, 4.34% zinc, and 0.60% lead across 1.5 meters. That looks like a very interesting new discovery, as it's away from where they've been doing the bulk of their work. And then they had an initial resource from the Helen Zone, which is on the Cove project. They had the initial resource. They had indicated resource grading 10.46 grams per ton gold and containing 143,000 ounces of gold. They had a resource grading 9.81 grams per ton gold, containing 278,000 ounces of gold. So it sounds like they've got a lot of exciting stuff going on a couple of their targets on the Cove project in Nevada. That's a very good one. The stock is down 3 cents today, which kind of surprises me, but the way the gold stocks are trading these days, it's kind of ludicrous. This is just a prime example. They're down 3 cents today on excellent news. The stock has looked like it's been trying to bottom lately, and we'd be looking for it to bottom and then make a more bullish trend after that. And I think that that's all getting pretty close to happening. Next company I wanted to talk about today is Almaden Minerals. Almaden Minerals had some drill results out from their 100% owned Tulijtik project in Mexico. They had a 10 meter intersection of 0.84 grams per ton gold and 128 grams of silver, and then they had a higher grade subinterval there of 2 meters of 3.71 grams per ton gold and 571 grams per ton silver. They had those kind of results in several of their other drill holes as well. You can find that on the company, or on the in the press release. I'm just looking at their stock now. They're down 2 cents on this news to $1.20, and looking at their stock chart. Also looks like it needs to try to make a bottom here. I'm seeing that as it's coming down recently, it's kind of running out of volume, so that's a good sign that the sellers may be exhausted, and a good time to look for Almaden to start bottoming out as well. Next company is Storm Resources. Storm Resources announced that they have done a $30.1 million bought deal financing and 3.7 million non-brokered financing. This is, anytime these companies make these kind of bought deal financings, a pretty good indication that the projects that they're working on are quite impressive. Just looking at the 1-year chart, it's been on a very spectacular run since back in February. It kind of flattened out in September. It's been going sideways since then. I think that this is a good sort of basing period, and then have a chance to move up again from once it's finished this basing. Their stock symbol is SRX. They trade on the Venture. Not sure if I gave you the Almaden symbol. Almaden symbol is AMM. They trade on Toronto. And Premier Gold is PG. They also trade on Toronto. Next company is Peregrine Diamonds. Peregrine Diamonds announced that they have in the past summer season, they found 3 new kimberlites on their Chidliak project. Those will be going in for testing in the lab to find out if they're diamondiferous. Just looking through the press release quickly here, but the big news that they announced is that they finished. They have a 508-ton sample from the CH6 kimberlite, which has shown some very good diamond results so far. They've processed, it looks like, about half of that sample, 262 wet tons of kimberlite, and they've got it down to a concentrate of 1.1 tons. That's the heavy mineral concentrate. Now that they'll have that processed for diamonds, and we'll be awaiting the diamonds of the from that result, as well as the independent valuation of those stones. Peregrine's, just looking at their stock right now, they're up a half a cent today to 29 cents. Stock has been under pressure since significant pressure since October, most of October, and into November as well. I'm looking for this one to show a bottom. Peregrine Diamonds has an exceptionally good diamond project up in the Baffin Island, and some really good discoveries there. I think this one's way oversold. PGD on Toronto is their stock symbol. Next company is Sierra Metals. Sierra Metals announced a 53.5 increase in their National Instrument 43101 compliant mineral reserves at their Yaracocha mine in Peru. Total proven and probable is 6.394 million tons, averaging 94 grams per ton silver, 2.09% lead, 0.70% copper, 2.53% zinc, and 0.80 grams per ton gold, which works out to a silver equivalent of 360 grams per ton. That's up from their previous resource, which was 4.1 million tons at the end of 2011. Plenty of good details there. You can find that on the company's website, and I suggest that's a good one to take a look at. Really good details in there. Stock's flat today at 205. It's a bit of a patchy trader, this Sierra Metals, but it also looks like it's been it's trading under its moving averages now, and now we got to see if it's going to break down further or start to move back up to the positive. I definitely like to see this company if it traded a lot more volume, but that's your SMT. Sierra Metals, that's their symbol, SMT. They trade on Toronto. And the final company today is Questerre. Questerre Energy announced that they had good results from their Pasqua Hills project in Saskatchewan. They noted that these are better than they expected. They announced that it confirms they're over a well-established oil shale deposit. They'll be doing more work to test that and final permits and all that sort of stuff. So that's an interesting piece of news from one of Questerre's several projects. Stock's down 3 cents today. And just looking at their stock symbol, they've been on a Questerre's been on a very good run since July, early July. Went from 80 cents to as much as $1.60. Recently gained back some of those gains, but not in a significant way. Found support. I think it's found support, and I think it's got another level it can move from. QEC is their stock symbol. They trade on Toronto. That's all the news for today. As always, before making any investment decisions, speak with your financial advisors and do your homework. On that note, have a great day, and we will see you tomorrow.